Sorry, I always gotta fix those things first. Okay, hi. Look at me looking like a farmer today. So, real quick, we're gonna look at some paintings. Woo woo. Hope you guys are doing well. I miss your faces. So I made a video on this, but I'm gonna still put that out. I just wanted to talk about it too. And I thank you guys so much for joining me. It really means a lot. I am so excited to talk about what is going on with Congress and all of that because it's a doozy, it's beautiful, it's amazing, and it's hilarious. So, hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for joining me. This is a collab painting, but I want to show you guys just a few of these really quick so you can take a peek. This one's really cool. Let's put this one here. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to talk about Congress and them speaking out about the aliens, UAPs, UFOs, and all that. This one's looking really good. Like, it's so 3D. The metallic is on point. I just love that. But we can look at them again when I'm done. But I thought it's just a nice way to like start the show. In case you haven't seen my art before, now you have. And like I said, this one's a collab. It's really cute. I don't get to collab very often with other artists, so I really appreciate the opportunity. When I get to it, makes me very happy. Okay. So yeah, I hope you guys are well. Hope you're feeling well. I look like I'm about to go farm a strawberry patch or something, like Strawberry Fields Forever. That's kind of this look right now. If I had to name it, that would be it. So yeah, we're gonna talk about that because, you know, I don't want to be like I told you so, but like, hey, I told you so, you know. Whether it's real or not. And the best part about this is it's not just like aliens that are extraterrestrial. They said the words interdimensional. Ooh, isn't that so exciting? Like for some of us, yes, very exciting. And for others, they're like, oh no, you know, that's fine. Let's not be scared, okay? Don't be scared. There's nothing to be scared about. It's kind of like you already know, right? They already told us what's happening. They already showed us what's gonna happen. It's like it's already happened, right? That's the magic. But genuinely, let's jump into it because I don't want to keep you waiting for too long about everything that's going on. This one is from CBS News, okay? And listen, we look on all sides here, so don't get all boo-hoo about where I'm looking at it from, okay? UFO hearing takeaways. What whistleblowers told Congress about UAPs. Why don't they say UFOs anymore? Why is that? Is it just because everybody thinks UFO alien or UAP? Like, why? I don't know. Just curious. Because I guess it does make sense if it's unidentified flying, like, phenomena. Because, like, what if it's something else from somewhere else? You never know. But just curious. Okay. A former military intelligence officer turned whistleblower told House lawmakers that Congress is kept in the dark about these UAPs. Okay, this is very curious, and I did record bits of it because I want to talk to you guys about certain bits of it, and I hope you're ready. I hope you're ready for this. It's amazing. So they've been withheld this information, right, of these mysterious objects for years. How many years do you think? Do you think maybe 5? Do you think maybe 10? Do you think maybe 40? Shall we say 50? Maybe even 60 years? Very curious. Just my thought. I don't know. So, oh my goodness, I might get fried for saying this wrong, but David G. will go with that, who served 14 years as an intelligence officer in the Air Force. They appeared to before the House Oversight Committee's National Security Subcommittee alongside 2 former pilots who've had firsthand experiences with UAPs. So what we're seeing is people from the military, which they're going to see as more credible. By the way, hit the like. Thank you very much. And they're being like, listen, we're seeing these things. We've been seeing these things. We're telling you we're seeing these things, and nobody's saying anything. Can we say something or can we not? Okay? And they already stated in this whole ordeal, they want to speak on it, but they have no means to go ahead with the public to do so. How curious, right? How curious is that? They have no means to discuss this with the public. What you mean? What you mean? The conversation has been started. We all seen Mars attacks, okay? Come on. This dude served as a representative on Pentagon Task Force investigating UAPs until earlier this year. He told lawmakers that it was an informed multi-decade UAP crash retrieval and reverse engineering program. There it is. Reverse engineering. Where did they get that from? Curious, right? It's almost as if they've been doing it all along. It's almost as if we might experience a new industrial revolution, if you will, if this does happen. Think about it. Think about it. So if our technology of today is actually ancient technology that we're just reverse engineering, just a thought, right? Hmm. Curious. Imagine if Nikola Tesla then was an alien from Mars, like the declassified documents from the government said. And he's all like, I came here to help you better understand electricity. Like, what? This is crazy. Government. They're so wild. They're so wild. Okay. He said he was denied access to these programs when he requested it and was accused of military misappropriating funds. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Like, that never happens. Misappropriating funds. Do you think that ever happens? Come on now. From congressional oversight. So they're saying these are non-humans. Huh. And a big part of this, and a big important part of this, is the fact that all this DNA stuff that has been happening, things with the CRISPR, like, we might want to pay attention now. We might want to be aware. Like, what if you say you do want to go in, right, and do something with your DNA, and then they splice you with something non-human, and you're just like, oh, now you're a hybrid being. Who knows? I don't know. I'm just curious. All right, so they go on about how there's all this going on. We are going to uncover the cover-up, and I hope that this is just the beginning of many more hearings and people coming forward about this. So again, credible people. And there's all these videos that we've seen, and I kept telling you guys, they keep releasing it like it's new. They keep putting it out in the public like nobody done heard about this, or like nobody was paying attention. Why would that be? Okay. So it says that they have investigated roughly 800 reports of UAPs since May. Whoa, that's pretty crazy. All right, let's go to what they're actually saying, because that's the important part. They go in to discuss the Tic Tac video that everybody sees. Tic Tac. That's what they call it. The Tic Tac UFO sighting. So this was in 2004. They said they knew that this was not of our own. They knew that this was not from any other country. They knew just based on the movements and what it was doing. Okay? And here's the craziest part. Are you guys ready? Like, I'm gonna give you like a big wow moment real quick. Ready? I love this part. I hate it, but I love it, okay? Oh lordy. They say that they're black cubes. Woo! Y'all, I cannot. They say that these are black cubes inside clear cylindrical objects. Huh? Huh? What? So on Doctor Who, remember the episode with the black cubes that I kept showing you guys that we've talked about like once every 6 months when I'm like, guys, remember the black cubes? I feel like that's important. And then there's the giant black cube in Ann Arbor that you're supposed to spin all over. Actually, they're all over. So it's like when these black cubes come to Earth, is that like a sign to be like, oh, it's solid here? Like, we love you, come on in? Like, what does this mean? We're already representing the aliens onto Earth, right? And coincidence? Maybe so. Or is it? Or is it? The black cube has so many meanings, very sacred meanings, if you know different cultures and such, you know? Just a thought. So they're saying that there's still so much stigma. They are fighting against this stigma, y'all. Whew, every day. It's hard. I know just by being a woman. It's a joke. Hold your giggles, for God's sakes. I'm just kidding. Okay. So this dude was a pilot stationed in Virginia. Here they go. Dark gray or black cubes inside of a clear sphere, where the apex or tips of the cubes were touching the inside of the sphere. Holy moly. What does that mean? Holy moly. Like, this is wild. Okay. Since I am an artist, let us draw this. Let's see if I can make it 3D enough for you. So they are saying there is circle, okay? And inside circle is the black cubes that are just like flying all about, okay? And inside that, they're like these. They're like actual 3D looking cubes. This is blowing me mind. I don't know. So they're saying that they need like to be able to discuss it. They need a way to be open to talk to the public about it. Well, I mean, maybe we should know. Maybe it's time, and maybe just maybe, like I stated, this could bring about the fourth industrial revolution type situation. What other means does it serve genuinely, other than to deceive the public or to distract them or to throw them off the trail, right? When somebody is finally like being aware and they're like, something strange is going on. They're like, listen, aliens, Area 51, distraction. And people are like, oh, I am so mesmerized by these, and they just don't even know. But really, they need to tell us because how else is this technology going to keep occurring? How else can we move into the next phase of humanity, right? Because childhood's end is over. Like, mankind's childhood is over. It's time to grow up. Like, we're being forced, whether we like it or not, which I find very curious, by the way. 11:11, Make a Wish. We're streaming for 11:11. Okay, not actual time for anyone else that's confused. They're like, hold up, wait a minute, that's not the correct time. Well, I guess if you're somewhere else, it might be. It might be. Okay, let us listen to a little bit of this. What is he gonna say? So they couldn't answer many questions. That was the thing, is like they were asking, have you been bullied about this information? Have you been threatened about this information? Have you been forced to be silent about this information? And they're like, yeah, And they're like, oh no, this is terrible. You cannot be bullied for this information. And they're like, we know, right? It's weird. And then they're like, so what do you guys think? And they're like, we think they're totally sus, and we need more ways to be aware and make the public aware and to categorize them. Fair, right? That seems fair. You're so beautiful. Thank you.
Each of you for being here to discuss a topic of grave importance to
Grave
national
importance.
security. Earlier this year, a Chinese spy balloon was shot down off the coast of my home state of South Carolina. Since the Roswell incident in 1947, many Americans have wondered about the dangers of unknown objects crisscrossing our skies. Whether these are UAPs or weather phenomena, advanced technology.
Okay, so they go on to say basically how the weather balloon excuse is like one they've used since the dawn of time, and they know that they can no longer use this excuse, so they're like, listen, we gotta tell them it's something else. We gotta really think of something here.
First one, you reported your experiences with a UAP. Did any of you face any repercussions with your superiors, yes or no?
No. No. I've actually never seen anything personally, believe it or not.
Okay, so that's from their superiors, keep in mind, because they did get repercussions.
Campaign within our government to deny existence of UAPs, yes or no?
I don't have an answer to that. As previously stated publicly, yes.
I think previously with like Project Blue Book, yes, but currently I don't speak for the United States government.
Okay, so now they're asking, do you think they're hiding it from, the government is hiding it from the people? And they're essentially saying yes, yes, and the other is like, meh.
My personal experience speaking with a number of pilots, but I would estimate we're somewhere near 5% reporting perhaps.
5%. That's wild to me. Okay, I actually saved a part that has the parts that I want to talk about because I was just looking at a video that they had. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me and wanting to hear and learn about this. It's important.
Questions are important questions, and I look forward to being involved in the process to get those answered. I know there'll be a lot of questions from the committee members, so I yield back.
Thank you. We'll go to Mr. Richard himself. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, Mr. Garcia. I would like to...
For anyone just joining us, we're listening to Congress about the aliens and the UAPs and what's going on.
Get together on that. Maybe you could be my co-sponsor on that. That'd be really cool. Thank you. Tag questions. Tag comment. Mr. Graves.
That's Pascal.
Again, I'd like to know, how do you know that these were not our aircraft?
Some of the behaviors that we saw in a working area, we would see these objects being at 0.0 Mach, that's zero airspeed, over certain pieces of the ground. So what that means, just like a river, if you throw a bobber in, it's going to float downstream. These objects were staying completely stationary in Category 4 hurricane winds.
What?
These same objects would then accelerate to...
What? Staying stationary in category 4 wins, y'all. What? How? That little... It's a black box. I am shooketh. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Please hit the like. It's the only thing I'll ever beg you for. I so appreciate you all. We're listening to Congress about the aliens.
Supersonic speeds, 1.1, 1.2 Mach. They would do so in very erratic and quick behaviors that I don't have an explanation for.
Wow. Okay. Have you spoken to commercial and military pilots that have seen these off of our East Coast?
I have.
Okay.
Okay, that's another thing too. They bring up, where is this occurring? Thank you guys all for jumping in. I so appreciate it. So good to see your beautiful faces. Hi Frank. Thank you so much for chilling with us. You guys are amazing. So I just thought that this was important. I thought it was really curious, and I knew that you guys would like it too.
Mr. Favor, I noticed that that Tic Tac video.
Tic Tac, there it is.
Tic Tac, like the candy, not TikTok like the Chinese communist.
Okay, hey yo.
That's correct. Yes, sir. It's like that.
He's losing his sponsors, bro.
He corrected me on that. Called me a boomer and said, "Hey, boomer," and I said, "No, baby, it's Tic Tac like the candy. You know,
Okay.
just look it up." And but I would like to say today is a day of many firsts.
Y'all, Congress is spicy. Listen to him cracking jokes. Oh dear Lord, why?
It's
Oh
a
my.
miracle that we're having this meeting, and it's also a miracle.
It's a miracle.
With me for 9 years today. Today is my anniversary, so my wife's anniversary.
Yo, he is. What is this man doing? What are you doing, sir? He is going off. Is he making a mockery of this talk? Sir.
And I love her very much.
What is going on?
And she likes to say this 9 years have been the best 2 years of her life. So,
Yo, what?
This guy's hilarious.
Mr. Favor.
This dude.
What astonishes
I might, like, what? I didn't.
you the most about the flight capabilities of these Tic Tac, very briefly?
The performance. Absolute performance. It was.
And you're not aware of any other objects that anybody in the world has in this world that had.
This is the important part. So, are you aware? What is this man doing first? I'm still shook. What? I'm sorry about that. I was not expecting that. My armpits are a little sweaty now. I was literally about to be a little. I'm like, oh my gosh. He's still going on about his wife.
Those capabilities.
No, I think it's far beyond actually our material science that we currently possess.
Are you aware of any other?
So he states, this is beyond our capacity. This is beyond anything we've seen or that we have, that the world has, that any other country or government has, okay? This is madness.
Reconnaissance platforms that track or record the Tic Tac's maneuvers, maybe the NORAD system or any of the others?
I am not.
That's important too. You know, what you asking about NORAD? This man knows all about the NORAD. Okay, sir. So he's asking, is there anything else that could have affected to cause this? Whatever.
Mr. Grush, thank you for being here, brother. Thank you all very much. Have you faced any retaliation or reprisals for any of your testimony or
This is the part.
anything on these lines?
I have to be careful what I say in detail because there is an open whistleblower reprisal investigation on my behalf, and I don't want to compromise that investigation. But
So he says, is anyone trying to keep you silent? He says, yes. I cannot say more because I'm under this investigation, I suppose.
by providing anything that may help provide somebody information. But it was very brutal and very unfortunate. Some of the tactics they used to hurt me both professionally and personally, to be quite frank. Yeah.
It's very.
So that is really unfortunate. That is so unfortunate. If he's only coming out to discuss his experience and he's not throwing anyone else into this, he's just talking about his own ish. I don't see why there should be like this type of backlash, I guess, unless there was something really wrong that he had done. Nothing that I've seen so far. I'm really not sure.
Unfortunate, as they say, when you're over the target, that's when they do the most firing at you. Do you have any personal knowledge of people who have been harmed or injured in efforts to cover up or conceal these extraterrestrial technology?
Yes.
Huh? What?
Personally.
What?
Have anyone been murdered that you would think that you know of
Huh?
or have heard of? I guess.
I have to be careful asking that question.
Of course.
I've directed people with that.
Has anyone been taken off of this planet because of it? And he says, I cannot answer this directly. So they each go on to discuss how, yeah, in their own ways, they've experienced these tactics to keep them quiet about this topic. And I just find that really curious.
Knowledge to the appropriate authorities.
Don't worry, there's just a little bit more.
Maybe in a, we could get in a confidential areas.
Oh, okay. So this is when they go on to say we're going to link up on the low and discuss these things, my dude. And the other dude's like, yes, my dude. So just very curious. Let's we can look at one more article about it. I so appreciate you guys hanging out with me. It really truly means so much to me. If you haven't subscribed, please do. I am your little ray of sunshine during the day, your little pick-me-up during the day, like a cup of coffee in itself. That's my streams, okay? You guys are so sweet. Yeah, I know, I wish. Okay, whistleblower tells Congress the U.S. are concealing for multiple decades. There it is. There it is. We said it towards the beginning of the stream. Multiple decades. I'm thinking like 6 or 7. That's just me. And they're saying non-human beings. They're saying it, y'all. They're saying it. And they directly said that there is no means to move this conversation forward with the public. Well, you just found your means. There it is. Go see Congress about it. The U.S. is concealing long-standing program that retrieves and reverse engineers UFOs. A former Air Force intelligence officer testified Wednesday to Congress. The Pentagon has denied his claims. It goes on to say that his testimony was highly anticipated for the committee and that people have been waiting for this. It's about the UFOs or UAPs, which is the official term used by the U.S. government, which is curious, right? Instead of UFOs. I wonder why that is. I guess while the study of mysterious aircraft or objects often evokes talks of aliens or little green men, Democrats and Republicans in recent years have pushed for more research as a national security matter due to concerns of sighting objects and as well as pilots and those in our military sighting objects. Thank you again so much for joining me. Please hit the like. It really means a lot. Okay. He said he was asked in 2019 by the head of the government task force on UAPs to identify all highly classified program relating to the task force's mission. At the time, he had this detailed thing about spy satellites. I was informed in the course of my official duties of a multi-decade UAP crash revival and reverse engineering program, as to which I was denied access. Ooh, curious, right? Why would they want that denied? Why would they want that denied? So they asked whether the U.S. government had info on these ETs since the 1930s. There it is. How many years did I say? I said more than 20, more than 40, probably even more than 60. I said, this is where our technology comes from. It is ancient technology. And guess what? I really do hope that maybe the conversation is being moved forward so we can have our 4th industrial revolution. I'm here for it. Let's have it. Let's do it. I mean, we can only go so far from here, so might as well break the news. Aliens are here. They've been here. Come on. We all saw Mitch have a genuine glitch, okay? Honestly, if someone told you that was a robot, what would you think? Would you think, oh, that makes sense? Because they came out minutes later discussing and being just fine, right? So maybe those in power, they already done been swapped out. Like, just a possibility. Not saying this is what I believe, just saying I'm open to any possibility at this point. But consider though, like seriously, we like essentially live in Black Mirror. That's why Black Mirror stopped creating the show, because they knew them times are here. And people would be like, oh, that's too close for comfort because that's my actual reality. Weird, right? Them dang robo dogs, They scared the crap out of me. Okay, I don't want to get hunted down by one of those things. Holy cow. I'm like, wipe up my record. There's nothing wrong with me. All is well. Been sane all my life. Like, don't send the dog after me. Don't drag me to some facility. I'm not dealing with this. It's jokes, y'all. It's jokes. Just saying. It's just curious to me. So he's like, I cannot be more specific, but he could later. But it's been very brutal, and there's been many tactics used against them to keep them quiet. That's scary. That's scary. Imagine that in like real life. You're just living your life, and people are constantly like actually following you, or like actually like stalking your social media, or like watching your house, parking down your street just to make you paranoid. Ooh, I don't like it. I don't like it. So here's the thing. If this is discussing not just extraterrestrial but interdimensional, we might want to consider what is to come, right? I mean, have you seen Stargate? If you haven't, like I know some of y'all have. Come on. I know you have. It's just like Firefly. Some of them, they're just gems. Okay? That's what you would call a cult classic, right? No, they're really good though. But if you haven't seen it, you should. Or Doctor Who. Come on. How obvious can they get? Like, one of the episodes, again, was the black cubes coming to Earth, being all over the Earth, and people were just like, what is this? What is this? You want one? Yes. And then they started buying them and selling them, and it became like the next iPad. But then, one day, what happened? The cube showed a date and a time. And y'all never know. Just saying, y'all never know. And they even discussed, if these are aliens, how come they crash? Mr. Tough Guy, Mr. Smart Stuff. If these are all aliens, how come they be crashing into the Earth? And he's like, well, like any pilot, even those on Earth, there are accidents sometimes, and there is things that you don't anticipate. Good enough answer for me. Solid. Just solid. Another thing I wanted to point out is that we, as human beings, like, you know, the most modern version of ourselves, we have 3 cones in our eyes, right, to see colors. We only see with our eyes a small % of our actual world, which is curious. Very interesting. But the mantis has 16 cones in his eyes. So I really wonder, what does he see? What colors does he see? Does he fade in and out of the multi-dimensions? How can they do that? If it is interdimensional, have they done it? Has somebody gone back in time? Is Baron's Adventures a really real thing? Where they like put the kid through with a dog? I could totally see that. You know, imagine if a portal opened up on Earth. You know they would. They would be like, send a kid in. You know why? Because at the end of this most recent Doctor Who, they tried to make a child. The origins of it all, just funny. Okay, so basically what I'm telling you is, if you had watched any like sci-fis or like anything that has to do with space or aliens or, you know, those type of shows, even the Twilight Zone, they're very telling. It's shown us a lot, and a lot has happened. And we've seen it even, again, with Black Mirror, American Horror Story. Y'all think that's just for fun? Y'all think that's just a wicked mind writing them stories? Where does it come from? Huh? Just curious. Just a thought, you know? Because one thing I know for sure, right, is sometimes we have thoughts, and sometimes we feel as though our thoughts may not be our own. Or like, I wouldn't think that. I wouldn't say that to myself. Where could that be coming from? Well, if you know that you wouldn't treat you like that, then it must be from elsewhere, right? God wouldn't talk to you like that. But you know who would? Interdimensional beings. Who knows, right? Maybe they're just outside our sight of light. We only get 3 cones. Like, that kind of bums me out. They were probably like, Roy G. Biv, it's all they need. Like, it's fine. I don't know. Honestly, I didn't know. But what I do know is Congress is discussing it. They're having the big alien talk. And many of you may be thinking, Daisy, you know better. These are demons. Well, yeah, some of them are. I'm sure. Demonios. Yes. I really do believe that. Like, some people are like, Daisy, you cannot take that as like, so they are only demons. No. I think there could be aliens and demons. I believe, like, I'm very open minded to the possibilities of what could be. And do you know why you have to be open minded? Because if you're closed minded, then you will never grow, right? But seriously, though, what if it is aliens and demonios and interdimensional beings? Who says we are the only life? And if they are here, how have they stayed so well hidden? How have they lived among us for so long, right? How do you think that is? Are they embodying these flesh suits? Sorry. That really grossed me out. I don't know. I don't know. I do believe that there could be, empty vessels out there. Those are called NPCs, but they exist and they're out there in the world. They're the type of people who just walk around, repeating the same things, following only the same patterns every day of their lives. Just there. Like a side character. Just curious. Who knows, though? Again, I'm just very open-minded. I always like to entertain the possibilities of what could be. So do let me know your thoughts down below. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Please hit the like if you haven't already. It's the only thing I'll ever ask you for. I'm not going to beg you for your hard-earned money. You need it, okay? And if you want to support me, then you can work on maybe having a painting or something, okay? And that's fine too. And we also do the tie-dyes. That's how most commonly people show their support, and I so appreciate that, because then it's a win-win for everybody. People get a super cool painting, it's a conversation piece, as well as help out my efforts to have these conversations when it seems as though not many people will, okay? I don't get it. I find it very curious, and we should know by now. These are not weather balloons, and that's okay. Right? Like, we're fine. We're all still here. Wait. Ew. Yes. Although it could be a holographic simulation, things still hurt. Just so you know. But also so you know, there's just countless articles now about these whistleblowers coming out. And it just really makes me think of Trump and his Space Force and where all that was going. Because if you've played No Man's Sky, if you played No Man's Sky or Mass Effect, and yes, I'm a gamer too. Let's not worry about that right now. Yeah, super nerdy, okay, that's fine. But if you play these games, it will show you exactly what's going on. Even Apex Legends, there's so much symbolism, and it's so obvious now. I don't know, maybe it's like, I prayed for a long time for awareness and for answers, because things just don't seem right. Oh, you didn't have to do that. Stop it! Thank you. Oh, Dave, I so appreciate you. You're so sweet. You're so amazing. You guys, Dave broke the streak. Good job. So usually if nobody donates, I will say I win and I close out the stream as fast as I can so that you can't donate, because I think that's funny. But we made it to like four streams, so I so appreciate you breaking my streak, because I like to let you guys win too. It's nice when you win. So you're the winners today and every day. All right. If there's any others, let me see. Yeah, if you hear anything else, though, about this topic, let me know. And I find it curious mostly because of all the talk about DNA lately and, messing with our DNA. And if they're doing that, who's to say then they wouldn't slip something in it? Who's to say that all of a sudden, boop, oh no, now you're part aliens or part demon? Who knows, right? Just curious, but again, I'm just open to the possibilities. But thank you so much to my members. You are the coal that makes this train roll, and I really couldn't do it without any of you. I've got to go meditate because it's almost my birthday. All right, August 2nd. Don't get too excited, okay? We'll have a party. On the 1st, I have a charity thing. I'm gonna paint faces. That'll be great. I'm super excited for that. I really enjoy that. Like, I really enjoy doing something either for my mom or for charity for my birthday. So we're gonna do that. Maybe I'll stream it for a bit and you guys can paint faces with me. That would be awesome. But yeah, giving back feels like the right thing to do. And plus, what do you do for 35? Just look timeless? That's all. I'm just kidding. No, really though, I don't have plans. So maybe I'll go to like a Dave and Buster's or like a one of those. What is it called? Those escape rooms. That would be fun. I want to try one of those because I've done like the game one. I forget what that's called, but those are fun. But yeah, just so you know, it's Leo season. You're gonna hear it until it's August 2nd, by the way. So just get comfy with that. Usually I start a week ahead, but today felt like the day. It's almost my day. Okay, but I'll let you guys go about your day. It's a beautiful day. It's very warm out here. We are getting hit with a heat wave in New York. It is brutal, but nothing I can't handle with me Irish fair skin. Porcelain as can be, right? But yeah, just tell your loved ones you love them. You don't need an excuse. Subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, other than that, I'll let you go and I'll see you guys soon. And don't judge my super cute strawberry farmer outfit.